Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Hugo Catania, your realtor of choice here today with another live diving into home ownership, navigating the pool edition, and what it takes to own a property with a pool, and what you need to know as a first-time homeowner, and when you're purchasing a home, what to look out for when in the market and looking at have these great features. So join me while we talk a little bit more about this. And yeah, please feel free and leave comments, concerns, feedback on your platform of choice. This is your space every day to learn a little bit more about it and you and those around you. So please feel free and make this your space and your community to help you learn and understand a little bit more about real estate and how it impacts you. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and Twitch.com. So feel free and share with someone that you care about and someone that you know and like and want to learn real estate with. I am your realtor, Hugo, here to do this live every day. So feel free and pass the word along. 10 tips of first time homebuyers to consider when purchasing a home. The pool condition. Prioritize a thorough inspection of the pool structure, equipment, and overall condition. Look for signs of leaks, cracks, or other issues. Number two, check for compliance. Ensure that the pool complies with local safety regulations and codes. This may include proper fencing, gates, latching, and other safety features. And number three, understand maintenance costs. Pools regularly require maintenance. Be aware of ongoing costs for chemicals, cleaning, and potential repairs. Factor these into your budget. I wanted to talk about the first three all together at once because don't leave it up to the home inspection to start to consider these costs. More than anything, one and two, you will get a pretty thorough understanding what you need and what you are lacking when you do a home inspection. But get familiarized with what you need to have a pool. And if you're interested in a pool being a feature that you want in your home, then make it a priority to learn about maintenance and how to maintain a pool. Is this something that you want to do? Looks like my co-host showed up, so I have maybe we don't, but we will. Um, at any rate, maintaining a pool is not just a luxury, it's also a responsibility, much like having a car. It is a luxury to own a vehicle. It is not a right by no means. And it is a privilege. You really, as it is such a responsibility, to go out and drive. So I hope that you all think about that when you are looking at a property. And let me put my co-host down. Oh, there we go. Come on. And we can keep going with number four. Learn pool operation. Familiarize yourself with how the pool equipment operates. Understand the filtration system, pumps, and any additional features the pool may have. And that is actually in regards to the specific pool that you end up purchasing. You don't want to start doing that maintenance stuff with the pool that you don't own. So, unless you're getting paid for it, if that's kind of your job title, I don't know what to tell you. But at any rate, getting familiarized with the proper systems, the pumps, all the features that you need really will help you better understand what is in the yearly maintenance of a pool. There are seasons for it. There's seasons to maintain it. There's seasons to empty it. There's seasons to repair it. So get familiarized with that. And it's a learning process. Give yourself a little bit of grace and learn over time. Look at videos, do your research. Number five, get documentation. Request documentation on the pool's history, including maintenance, records, repairs, and any upgrades. This can provide insight into its overall care. And that can be sometimes disclosed in the docs once the property is being listed. But always ask, it doesn't hurt at all. The listing agent or the buyer's agent might be able to help you out in supplying that to you. Sometimes, homeowners have that information. So never hurts to ask. Six, consider insurance. Pools can impact home insurance rates. Inquire about the insurance agent and whether additional coverage is needed to protect against potential liabilities. Where the pool is, how the pool has been maintained, what shape the pool is, how big it is, how much water, how deep. These are all factors that will be taken into consideration when you check out the insurance. So, number seven, think about resale value. While a pool can add value, not all buyers may want one. Consider the local market trends and whether a pool may require repairs. Oh, I'm sorry. Whether a pool enhances or hinders resale potential. And it's true. I'm not saying that a pool isn't a great thing to have, but you got to be savvy about where the pool is. If you have a pool on the side of the cliff, I don't know. It needs to be really well maintained. It can really be a liability. So making sure that something like that is actually documented well, architect very intricately and appropriately and engineered in a specific manner to actually help the property resell. Sometimes there are properties that are made, and engineered in a fashion just for a specific person. But at the end of the day, no one has yet to live forever. So, um, think about resale value. Think about what could happen one day with this property and where the pool is going to be, and really, will there be room, for it to be usable? You don't want to put a pool in a situation where maybe you don't have any fencing. Do you want the whole neighborhood to come by your pool and hang out and see it and have access to it with no fenced, backyard? I'm not sure. It really all depends, and you got to look into that when considering the potential of putting a pool in. Not every plot of land should have a pool on it. Budget for repairs. Older may require repairs and updates. Budget for these potential expenses and have professionals assess the pool's longevity. Really, working with professionals can work in the long run is because you can establish payment methods. You can have workout plans with them so that they can come by and do the maintenance at an easier cost. So there are a lot of things you could do once you get an established pool service company to come out and service and clean the pool. And that's really the most important thing, making sure they're cleaning and maintaining the pool's equipment. If it's working and being cycled through, it can really last a long time. It's just with thing, it will eventually break from wear and tear. It's something outside. So consider maybe enclosing it as well. That's also a great thing to think about. Number nine, safety first. If you have children or plan to prioritize, oh, I'm sorry. If you have children or plan to prioritize safety features, this may include uh, pool covers, alarms, and proper fencing to prevent accidents. Every year we hear about people unfortunately drowning by accident, and it is unfortunate, and it's really devastating to the families that have to deal with such a tragedy. So, little bit of prevention can go a long way. Go and take the time to invest in these little things, because really, more than anything else, you would hate to be that family that has to report back to someone, or let someone know that, hey, we need to close the pool because of X, Y, and Z reason, or we needed to move because of X, Y, and Z reason. Closing up a pool, there's really not. It's just really, depending on who you ask, it could be, taking away value. Depending on who you ask, could be more of a safety hazard than an actual amenity. You got to look at it both ways, and that's why you got to consider so much when it comes to buying a property with a pool, because not just the fact that it has it is the nice thing. It's, it could really be a health hazard. Unfortunately, there was a mansion that sold, I believe, possibly even Bethesda. I don't know why Bethesda is coming into my mind, Bethesda, Maryland. But this gentleman, I believe he was an influencer, bought this property. The property was in horrible disarray with no maintenance to the pool. He jumped into the pool with a dare. He got bit by mosquitoes that had grown into the pool. They had a horrible disease, and he caught a horrible bacterial infection that devastated his brain. So I'm it can any body of water can really propagate disease, um, insects, a whole bunch of stuff. That's why there are chemicals. That's why there are cleaners. That's why there are services for this. You can't just have a pool and just let it be. Eventually, your neighbors will find out and they'll call someone. So if you are going to not use a pool for an extended period of time, empty it. Figure out some way to cover it up, empty it, protect it, and don't keep water in it, because yeah, you don't want to have those deposits of mosquitoes and other insects, waterborne insects. Lastly, for tonight, we are going to have educate yourself. Attend a pool maintenance or safety course to gain a better understanding of how to care for your pool and ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Pools, again, are a great amenity and privilege, and um, should be taken with great responsibility and care. Any body of water, you understand very quickly you should never play with water. At the ocean, at the sea. At least growing up, I always, understood. You don't play at the ocean. You don't play with water when it comes to certain situations. So, because you just never know. You never know if someone can swim, if they can't swim, if they get a cramp, if something happens, something doesn't happen. You know, you just never know. So, more than anything else, you never want to put yourself into a position with the water and swimming where someone could injure themselves, jeopardize their health, go into shock, have a panic attack. More than anything, I think when people panic, water can work against you, and that's really what ends up hurting people is just the panic and the anxiety. But I digress. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this was Dive into Home Ownership, Navigating the Pool Edition. I am your realtor, Hugo, licensed in Maryland and internationally. So if you want to buy, sell, lease, or invest real estate anywhere in the world, I can help you out. So feel free and let me know. Today we were talking about just owning a pool and looking at properties with a pool as a first time home buyer. If you joined us later on in the broadcast, these are the 10 tips to look for. Inspect the pool condition, check compliance of the safety regulations and the codes, understand maintenance costs, learn pool operations, get documentation for the pool if possible from the previous owner, consider insurance policies for the pool and pool safety. Think about resale value when inserting a pool or purchasing a pool. Budget for repairs of said pool. Safety first. Always maintain safety in mind when owning a pool and deciding to purchase one. And lastly, educate yourself by going to a pool maintenance or safety course to make sure you're getting the most use out of your pool at the best cost and efficiency and rate and safety, because there's so many things that could go wrong, like we had talked about earlier. um, Tailor your experience to your specific pool, because every um, jurisdiction is different, every code is different, every county is different. So get to know what your county needs for your pool, just so that you don't run into issues later on, because the last thing you want is a situation where you spent all this money on a pool and then at the end of the day can't actually um, use it because you unfortunately don't have the proper documentation or um, permits to actually have it from them. So it's a shame, and it happens every day. So work with a licensed contractor. Don't cut corners on stuff like this. These big constructions, you gotta let the county know. Anything larger than 6 feet, you gotta let the county. Okay. So again, I am your realtor, Hugo Quintanilla. If you need anything, feel free and share this live. Reach out to me. We are on your favorite platform: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, Twitch.com, and Instagram. So feel free and Google me and share. The information that you hear. If there's anything you want to learn more about, feel free and reach out. We have a new forecast. I'll just, very quickly let you know. The new forecast looks like it's going to be higher for longer. So we're not getting the rate cuts that we were expecting in March. We may get them in June, but it's looking kind of tough because the Bitcoin and bull run that we've had in the recent months with the economy has really kept the economy going very strong, and the Fed is fearful of cutting rates too soon. So we will have yet to see, you know. But thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I will see you all tomorrow for another live. If you have any topics you want to cover, feel free and let me know. Check out the YouTube channel, share it, and subscribe. Send out a like on your platform of choice. And that's the QR code for the channel. And yeah, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys and talk about real estate. So let me know. Take care. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening. And thank you again for watching.